Arsenal, Declan Rice, £105 million from West Ham 2023. Arsenal finally went all in with Declan Rice for £105 million. The North London club made a statement. They're back in business. Rice brings leadership, composure, and midfield dominance, a mix of Vieira and modern tactical intelligence. Fans were thrilled but nervous. That's a huge chunk of change for one player. But it's both a flex and a gamble. Can he justify the fees in terms of trophies now that he's settled in for 2-3 years? Only time will tell. But Rice instantly became the centerpiece of Arsenal's project, making the Gunners serious contenders once again. Aston Villa, Amadou Onana for around £60 million from Everton in 2025. Aston Villa shattered their record by signing Amadou Onana from Everton for around £60 million. The towering midfielder brings energy, presence, and control to Villa's dynamic midfield. This isn't the kind of signing that they used to dream about before, so it's really a statement. Emery wanted steel and style, and Onana delivers both. Fans were thrilled, but Onana has had his ups and downs in an Aston Villa shirt. He's still an overall positive for them, and it shows Villa's ambition to mix in with the big boys and prove they are not just Conference League fodders anymore. Bournemouth, Evan Nielsen, around £40.2 million from Porto in 2024. Bournemouth made waves with Evan Nielsen for around £40.2 million in 2024. For a club usually cautious with spending, this is practically a financial earthquake. Evan Nielsen, a dynamic forward from Porto, brings goals, skills, and energy to the Cherries' attack. Fans are excited but cautious. He's done very well in his first year, but time will still say what his exact potential will bring out, and given his fee is huge relative to the club's budget, still his potential to shine in the Premier League makes him a player to watch. Bournemouth have dared to spend big, and Evan Nielsen in the future could be the difference between mid-table survival and genuine European dreams for them this season. Brentford, Dango Autara, £42 million from Bournemouth in 2025. Brentford are quietly building a competitive squad, and Dango Autara's £42 million signing is their statement of intent. Fast, versatile, and technically gifted, Autara adds depth and firepower to a team which is punching well above its weight. And with the Bees losing their manager, they would need that statement to come fruitful. The Bees' recruitment strategy has always been smart and data-driven, and this transfer shows they are ready to compete with bigger clubs. The reaction is that it's a strategic gamble that could pay off beautifully. Brentford fans have reasons to feel proud. The club is making headlines for ambition and not just survival. Brighton, Jorginho Rutter for around £40 million from Leeds United in 2024. Brighton made a significant investment in Jorginho Rutter, bringing him from Leeds for around £40 million. The forward offers pace, technical ability, and goal threat, perfect for Brighton's attacking style. Known for punching well above their weight, the Seagulls are slowly becoming a force to reckon with, and Rutter is a big part of that plan. The reaction is that Brighton's fans are thrilled seeing their club challenge bigger names. For £40 million, the expectations are very high, and Rutter has been decent and has the tools to justify the splurge, but only time will tell how fruitful it will be. Burnley, Leslie Ugochukwu for around £25 million from Chelsea in 2025. Burnley took a bold step with Leslie Ugochukwu, signing him for £25 million from Chelsea. For a club that usually spends cautiously, this is a landmark transfer. Ugochukwu brings youthful energy, midfield creativity, and potential star quality to Turf Moor. Fans are excited to see him flourish, and this is a signing that signals intent for Burnley to compete at a higher level. This isn't just a player acquisition, it is a statement. Burnley might not have the budget of bigger clubs, but they certainly have the ambition to stay in the Premier League. Chelsea Moises Caicedo for around £115 million from Brighton in 2023. Chelsea went all out with Moises Caicedo for around £150 million, including add-ons. A midfield dynamo, Caicedo offered energy, tackling, and distribution, everything Chelsea needed. The reaction was that West London had lost it. But as a statement signing, Caicedo has done very well in his Chelsea career up till now. He's been absolutely dominant in every position and every dynamism that he's shown. The fee is enormous, but it reflected the modern market and Chelsea's ambition paid off. Caicedo is a wonderful player and fans are thrilled with him. But will the hype bring trophies? The actual trophies, not just a friendly competition and the Conference League? Only time will tell. Crystal Palace, Christian Benteke for around £32 million from Liverpool in 2016. Crystal Palace's record signing Christian Benteke cost around £32 million back in 2016. The Belgian striker brought size, strength, and aerial threat to Selhurst Park. Well, the 32 million was scary for Crystal Palace, but fans still remember him for the dramatic goals, but the occasional frustrating misses were bad. Palace invested big for the level, showing ambition and willingness to spend for survival and mid-table security, and Benteke remains a key reference point in the club's history of transfers, reminding fans that sometimes the most expensive signings are as much about hope as they are about talent. And Benteke was alright, but he wasn't great. Everton, Gylfi Sigurdsson for around £45 million from Swansea City in 2017. Before the era of chaos, Everton went all in for Gylfi Sigurdsson for around £45 million from Swansea. It felt ambitious, even hopeful. Sigurdsson's creativity and set-piece mastery made him a Premier League standout, and fans thought he'd transform the team's attack. Well, the Icelandic Iniesta, for a bit, was a mixed bag. Flashes of brilliance surrounded by inconsistency and off-field controversy was too much. Still, that 2017 summer marked the start of Everton's spend big, pray harder transfer era, and it's safe to say that didn't pay off. Fulham, Emil Smith-Rowe for around £34 million from Arsenal in 2024. Fulham broke their transfer record with Emil Smith-Rowe at around £34 million. The young Englishman brings creativity, dribbling, and versatility to Craven Cottage. London's new shiny boy was quite good and is quite good for Fulham. Fans were excited to see a technical, intelligent midfielder lead the team in attacking play, and that's quite what they got. Fulham's ambition is clear. They are investing in players who can take the club higher, and Smith-Rowe has been a central figure in a season which was quite good for Fulham last year. Leeds United Jorginho Rutter for around £36 million from Hoffenheim in 2023. Leeds United spent £36 million to sign Jorginho Rutter from Hoffenheim, showing they are not afraid to compete financially with the bigger clubs. Then in 2024, they sold him for around £40 million to Brighton, which was a good deal for everyone, I suppose, as Leeds pocketed £4 million, but that's about it. Liverpool Alexander Isak for £125 million from Newcastle in 2025. Liverpool shocked the world by signing Alexander Isak for £125 million, a jaw-dropping fee even in today's market. The striker brings agility, finishing, and flair to Anfield, giving Sloth's team a new dimension in attack. They broke the scale, and fans were stunned and ecstatic at the ambition. For Liverpool, this signing isn't about goals, it's sending a message to the Premier League that they're here to dominate. But early signs haven't been kind enough, at least for Liverpool, who have been struggling this season. But Alexander Isak has been injured as of yet, and he's still coming back to match fitness, and only time will tell, as I've been seeing all around, what will happen with Alexander Isak as a Liverpool player. Manchester City Jack Grealish for around £100 million from Aston Villa in 2021. Manchester City spent £100 million to bring Jack Grealish from Aston Villa, a British record at the time. Known for his dribbling, flair and ability to unlock defenses, Grealish fit Pep Guardiola's system, but just about it. Well, he was a luxury midfield real estate, and the fee raised eyebrows, but the City fans were thrilled, and they won the treble with him, so he was quite successful. But Grealish's ability and his ability to fit Pep Guardiola's system went down as the years went by, and now he's at loan with Everton. Manchester United Paul Pogba for around £89 million from Juventus in 2016. Manchester United broke the internet in 2016 when they brought back Paul Pogba for £89 million. The prodigal son returned with a dab, a soundtrack, and a mountain of expectations. Pogback and Pocket Broken was the headlines. For moments, he was majestic, long passes, screamers, and that swagger only Pogba could pull off. But well, inconsistency, injuries, and chaos around him made the reunion feel cursed. Pogba's talent was never the issue. United's structure was, and still, the transfer that defined a decade, both in hype and heartbreak of modern football, was considered to be a failure. Newcastle United Nick Woldemard for around £69 million from Stuttgart in 2025. Newcastle splashed £69 million on Nick Woldemard from Stuttgart, signaling the club's ambition under its wealthy ownership. Woldemard is a promising forward with technical ability, vision, and versatility. He's called Walter Messi for a reason. Sheikh's shopping spree was the reaction from fans after Isak embarrassingly left them this season. Fans were excited to see a young talent, a young striker brought in to challenge the top teams. And with the Magpies no longer being survivalists and aiming to compete in Europe consistently, Woldemard will carry immense expectations as the new face of Newcastle's project moving forward. And the fee reflects both potential and the owner's determination to make a mark. Nottingham Forest Morgan Gibbs White for around £42.5 million from Wolves in 2022. Nottingham Forest made a statement with Morgan Gibbs White for around £42.5 million, breaking the transfer record. The midfielder brought creativity, pace, and technical intelligence to Forest squad. The reaction was that this is Nottingham's splurge, and fans have been excited to see him lead attacking plays and orchestrate games. He has been very good for them, but there has been tension between Morgan Gibbs White and Marinakis, the Nottingham Forest owner, recently surrounding not letting him leave for a bigger club. But it seems like everything has been sorted down, and Morgan Gibbs White has signed a new deal with Nottingham Forest, which means that Forest fans can expect this quality from Morgan Gibbs White for many more years to come. Sunderland Habib Diarra for around £30.5 million from Strasbourg in 2025. Sunderland invested £30.5 million in Habib Diarra from Strasbourg, setting a new transfer record. The midfielder is known for energy, ball control, and intelligent movement. The reaction was that this is top-flight ambition from Sunderland. Fans are excited as Diarra brings a spark to the squad and potential leadership qualities. Sunderland is sending a message. They intend to stay competitive and challenge established teams. The fee may raise eyebrows for a newly promoted club, but Diarra has the tools to justify it and help Sunderland climb the Premier League table. Tottenham Hotspur Dominic Solanke for around £65 million from Bournemouth in 2024. Tottenham made a big statement with Dominic Solanke for around £65 million. The striker offers strength, finishing, and intelligent movement in the box. The reaction was, North London has just spent north of 60 million. They don't do that under Daniel Levy. And Spurs fans We're thrilled at the ambition of buying a striker after Harry Kane left and hope that Solanke will deliver goals consistently. And while he was quite good for them in the first season, he was quite injury riddled. And while it was a success given they won a Europa League trophy, Solanke still has a lot to prove in his Tottenham career, and this season would be a very big indication of where he is headed. And the expectations are high. West Ham United Lucas Paqueta for around £51 million from Lyon in 2022. West Ham splashed £51 million on Lucas Paqueta, bringing Brazilian flair, vision, and creativity to the Hammers. The reaction was that this was West Ham's Brazilian dream. Fans were ecstatic, expecting Paqueta to orchestrate midfield and link up play seamlessly. And that's what he did. The record fee was quite talented and is a club favourite. He had some problems with match fixing scandals and there were some problems with him maybe being banned, but everything sorted out and Lucas Paqueta is signing another deal with West Ham United. Though I hope there's a relegation clause in it because it seems like West Ham are going down this season. Wolverhampton Wanderers Matheus Cunha for around £44 million from Atletico Madrid in 2023. Wolves went big with Matheus Cunha from Atletico Madrid for around £44 million. The forward brought skill, pace and technical ability to Molineux. The reaction was that the bank account might be bitten, but Cunha was quite essential for Wolves staying up last season. And while he's departed for Manchester United for a hefty sum, I'm sure he will be remembered quite fondly for the contribution he has made to Wolves in the Premier League.